Okay guys, really excited to share this one with you. This is how to transform your workplace and your workplace culture in just 30 days. We've worked with well over 1,000 business owners now all around the world. We get asked this question all the time. It's like, Bernard, how do I improve my workplace culture? My workplace is so disorganized. Where do I start? I don't know where to start. How did you guys build such a great workplace? How did you build New Zealand's best workplace? We won that award in 2016, 2017 and 2018. And I get all that stuff because not that many years ago, that was me, that was us, that was a huge challenge in our business. We threw a lot of money at this problem. We started to lose some big customers and it was a nightmare. So in desperation to find a solution, I came across this book called 2 Second Lean by Paul Akers. It's an amazing book. If you haven't read it, you should read it or listen to it. It was called 2 Second Lean and it was basically how to make lean simple, right? So you might have all heard of lean. What is lean? It's the Toyota way, the elimination of waste through continuous improvement or continuous improvement through the elimination of waste, whichever way you want to look at it. We started implementing the principles immediately and I'm going to share with you a 4-step process on what we did and hopefully I can shortcut the journey for you or compress time for you and stop you going through all the crazy pain that we went through. So let's go to step 1. The first step for us was the morning meeting. So if you're not already holding that, we call it right? The morning meeting. We have a powerful morning meeting agenda. If you want it, drop a comment in the video below or reach out to me. It's super powerful. And this is where in just 5 to 10 minutes a day, you teach and train your people, you share your improvements. It's a platform for learning and growing and improving the company culture, right? It's the drumbeat of your business. Now, a lot of people say to me, I'm too busy, I'm drowning in work, I'm doing 80 hours a week, I can't possibly do the morning meeting, how do I fit it in? Now, I know it seems counterintuitive, but as soon as you start holding it, you'll start saving literally hours of time during the day because it puts all the conversations in one place, you solve all the problems in one place, and you're beating the drum every day, right? Your customers are bringing you fresh problems every day, your people are bringing you fresh problems every day, and you try and tell me you can only have a meeting once a week. That would be neat, right? But that would be cool. But your customers are not going to bring you problems once a week. Neither are your people. Neither is your factory going to just have problems once a week. It happens every day. The morning meeting is the drum beat. It's the platform. It is absolutely crucial to your success. So that's step number 1. If we take it back a step, you want to launch this to your team, you need to have a candid conversation with them and say, hey team, I've been trying to run this company like blah, 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 thought we were doing the right thing, but we've come across this amazing method called TDI, Tiny Daily Improvements. We want to blow up this workplace culture. We want to make it amazing. We want to make this the coolest place to work. We want this to be, in fact, those are the words I used when we first learned about making workplace culture amazing. We said, we want to make this the most fun place to work. In fact, we want to be the best place to work in New Zealand. And in just 1 year, we turned it around and we actually won the IBM Connexa Best Workplace in New Zealand award, which was absolutely crazy. You got to launch it to your team. So we want to be we want to make this amazing. We want to make it fun. We want to, from now on, treat you like owners. We want you to think like owners, act like owners. We're going to teach and train. We're going to share our numbers. We're going to do all this stuff, right? And at first, this might seem a bit overwhelming, but you've got to sell the dream to the team. If you don't, remember, you're just never going to get this over the line, right? If you're a business owner or a boss, whatever you want to call yourself, a manager, you need to also be great at selling. Because if you're not great at selling, you're never going to be a great leader. You're never going to be a great manager. Sorry to break that to you, but if that's where you're at right now and you don't want to sell and you don't like selling, you're going to need to take a sales course so you can learn how to sell. You're going to need to take a leadership course so you know how to lead your people. It's really, really important. If you need any of that stuff, hit me up or hit us up. We've got some amazing programs that will do that for you in just a very short space of time. You need to sell it to your team and tell them what we're going to do. This is why we're doing the morning meeting. And I always say to people, like, the most important thing with your team is always explain why. Why are we doing this? Why are we making this change? People are terrified of change. Even if they say, oh no, I love change. It's a load of crap. They don't. No one likes change. Otherwise, everyone would be super healthy. Everyone would be super fit. Everyone's businesses would be amazing. All of this stuff, everyone's garden will look incredible. Everyone's house would look amazing. But it's not, because everyone is stuck in their, got that around the wrong way, CZ, their comfort zone, every single day of the week. They don't like change. They don't like, it's crazy. Yet, as humans, we love progress. We love watching progress. We love it when our lives get better, but we're not prepared to get out of our comfort zone, which is where all the growth happens. So, hopefully you're taking a bunch of notes through this training today, because I want you to really make this a line in the sand moment for you and your business, and you make some changes, you make progress, and you kick some serious goals, because you can be in the 1% if you do this stuff. It's so, so, so powerful. And if this guy can do it, and this guy can do it, and that girl can do it, and that girl, well, you can too, right? If someone else can do it, another normal human being, and we've seen hundreds of people transform their businesses using this system. And they're just ordinary people like you. So I want to give you some hope and encouragement today that you also can do this thing. It's crazy powerful. So get out of your comfort zone and learn how to sell to your team, and learn how to put on this hat, the CRO hat, the Chief Reminding Officer, okay, and also the CEO hat, which is the Chief Energy Officer. Those are two hats, the most important hats you will wear all day, every day in your business. This is crazy stuff, and it works so well. You've got to bring the energy to your team, otherwise you're going to be, you're going to have a crappy culture, because you've got to lead from the front. You've got to be a servant leader. You've got to serve those that you lead. And you're not allowed to have any bad days, by the way. So I'm giving you a lot of leadership tips thrown in here. The next thing is you've got to understand the two foundations, okay? There's two foundations to any great business culture, lean culture, whatever you want to call it. TDI culture is my favorite. And that is, number one, a deep respect for people. Number two, a deep respect for resources. If you don't have those as a leader, you're stuffed. You won't move forward on this. And then if you can't teach and train your people this, again, you're gonna really battle, okay? This is what this is all built on. This is the foundation, right? We're gonna move straight on to step number three. Okay, there's three pillars of a great TDI culture. And I kind of stole these from Paul, and they're amazing, and he doesn't mind because he's amazing. He's such a great giver. And these three pillars work so well, and we teach them all over the world. Number one, you must teach your people how to see waste. Okay, that's pillar number one. See waste. Now, there's 8 deadly sins of waste in the lean world, or the TDI world. So you can grab that poster off us and you can put it up in your workplace, and you can teach and train your people. So there's 8 deadly sins of waste, right? Things like overproduction and rework and transportation and waiting time and wasted motion. See waste, okay? 8 lean wastes. You've got 8 deadly sins of waste. If they can't see waste, they can't strip waste away, they can't eliminate it, they can't reduce it, so therefore you won't get improvements happening in the business. Number 2 is you must fix what bugs you, right? So make one tiny improvement, one TDI, every single day, okay? Every single person, every single day. And this means an improvement that might just save 2 seconds in a process. That's it. We're just looking for tiny wins. When I say tiny daily improvements, I mean tiny. Because right now, you've probably got people in your business that are making no improvements day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, blah, blah, blah. So if they can make one tiny one, and you've got 5 staff, that's 5 tiny improvements a day. And it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 improvements a week. My maths is incredible, right? It's terrible. Right, so what's that? 100 in a month. It's insane. And then it just builds up. And let's say you've got 10 working months, right? That's 1,000 improvements, if my maths is any good. 1,000 improvements in 1 year. Like, this stuff is so powerful, so incredible, you cannot overlook it. It's crazy. Number 3, this is always a surprising one for everyone we teach and train, is make before and after photos or videos of your improvement and share them on the group chat. So you must have a TDI group chat for your company. So ABC Company TDI group chat. And this is what we say, it's not an improvement until it's shared. This is because that inspires people, it encourages people. People get public recognition. You praise them as a leader for every improvement, great and small. That's really important. Write that down. If you don't praise your people for every improvement, this will die really quickly. So that's a top tip. Before and after pics is so powerful. And then everyone learns as well, right? So the company gets better and stronger and better and stronger, and these become learning videos, training videos for future employees. So that's the 3 pillars. Now I'm going to teach you the next thing, which is triple T. This is super important. You need to give people time, you need to give them tools, and you need to give them training. Whatever order you want it to be in. So that's kind of the TDI fire triangle. Those are meant to be flames. Do they look like flames? Kind of, not really, right? So that's the fire triangle for TDI, right? And this will bring the fire to your business. It's crazy powerful. So they need time. So you give your people 15 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day. And for a start, it's all about just cleaning up, okay? So this is part of the system. This is what I want to tell you now, is you need to give them some time. 10 minutes a day, go and just clean up your area, take a before and after photo. Let's get rid of all the clutter around here. We have a client who's joined us recently, and their business, they have about 25 staff, and they've just taken this 50-year-old business, which was just full of clutter, and within about 4 weeks, they'd literally stripped it all out. They're about 3 months on their TDI journey now, and the place is completely transformed. There's less there's just like, it's just gone from chaos to calm. It's like unbelievable. And we've seen so many of these examples. This is just a very recent one. Mind-blowing, right? And this is a very dirty industry, very sort of, it's a nursery / growing type of operation, and there's dust and there's dirt and there's rain and there's all this stuff. And they've gone, it's just completely transformed. And because I'm on their company chat, when you do a TDI program with us, I join your company chat. It's super powerful, and we keep giving feedback and tweaking and training and just improving on the go. Time, tools. They need some tools. They need, like, you know, some cable ties, some hooks, some stuff. You know, they can hang up the broom. Got to make it easy. Make sure they've got the right tools and the right materials, right? So they can make improvements. A little top tip around this is create a thing called a lean cave or a lean workshop or something where people can just go and make their improvements, and you know, and off they go again. And then training. And every day, this is why the morning meeting is so powerful. Every day in the morning meeting, you can watch a 5-minute video of some other company that's way ahead of you making cool improvements. And so everyone learns, everyone's inspired, everyone's like, wow, this is amazing. Now, why should you do all of this stuff? Because it makes life easier, it makes life fun, it makes work flow. People's lives get better, you get more smiles, people are engaged, people feel like owners because they can actually finally make improvements. And in that opening speech to them, you say, hey, now I've realized this is actually your place because you're spending 30% of your life here, you know, and that's like half of your waking hours, right, every week. And so from now on, we're going to actually treat you like owners and respect that this place is actually your place. And the only rules around here is cheap and cheerful. We're not going to like spend $1 million on improvements. We're going to do it cheap and cheerful. Use your head, not your wallet. And this is what forces creativity. Every time you throw money at a problem, you get bigger problems, and that's what we experience so much in our manufacturing business. Every time we throw money at a problem, you just get more problems. Look at governments all around the world. They try and throw money at problems, and the problems get worse. It's just crazy. Whereas if you're forced to do it on a shoestring budget, like when you're just starting a brand new business, you have to be so creative, and you just have to make things work. And this is what this is all about. TDI is all about that. Do more with less. If you have to sum it up in a sentence, do more with less. That is it. And you're creating an awesome culture of people that are engaged and empowered. Another top tip for your morning meeting is making sure that you rotate the leadership in your morning meeting. So, you know, tomorrow it's Bob, the next day it's Mary, the next day it's Pete, the next day it's Sam, Meredith, or whatever, right? You just rotate, and they get to lead the meeting. They follow your little clear agenda. They feel empowered. And I could tell so many stories of introverted staff, like shy staff, that like suddenly blossomed because they got a chance to run a morning meeting. It was just absolutely crazy. And so you feel great as a leader because you're empowering all these people. Suddenly they start kicking goals. They're much happier at work. Their engagement goes up. Like, there is just endless benefits to this program. Like, and in 30 days, you can have a literal transformation. That's why I called this video, How to Transform Your Workplace in 30 Days, because this is what happens. In 30 days of decluttering, even that, you'll just clean the workplace up. After that, then you can do things like walkaway standards, SOPs, Kanban, sim boards, scoreboards, all the stuff. You can do all the stuff, but it all starts with this because this is the foundation, right? And then from then on, you can introduce anything through the morning. Like, okay, this week, guys, our improvement focus for the week is walkaway standards, and that's all we're going to focus on this week. And then next week it might be SOPs, standard operating procedures. We're going to create SOPs, one each every day to systemize our business, and we might do that for a whole month. That might be our focus for a whole month. So you can see where this is going. It's just incredibly powerful. So those are the main pillars to get you started. So you can kind of see how all these things connect, right? It's like crazy powerful. It will change your life. It will change your business. Your customers will be stoked. They'll be so happy because finally you're just focusing on value for them and you're stripping away waste, right? Every day there's less waste in your business, so there's more value flowing to the customer. So as a result of all this, your service gets better, your quality gets better, your customers are happier, they come back for more, they become raving fans, they start to refer you, so your marketing costs come down, your sales costs come down. Your recruitment costs come down because people want to stay. The wrong people want to go. They just self-select out because they hate this stuff. If they're not like improvement oriented and they don't like growth and learning, they're just going to go. Because I just had one this morning actually on our Rapid Reset program, and I said we asked, there was about 15 business owners from all around the world on that program. By the way, if you haven't jumped on that, you need to jump on it. It's incredible. 12-week complete business transformation. And I asked everyone their good news, and this guy from Canada speaks over and says, my good news is that our worst employee self self-selected out, because he was really worried he's going to have to spend like 20 grand getting rid of this guy. He said because of all this, he's self-selected out, he's gone, he's like, everyone's so happy, right? And that's an awesome result of this. Another result. There's just so many benefits. And then it's just crazy. And then your good people will stay and get stronger, right? And you water the flowers, not the weeds. And so the good people get stronger, the flowers get stronger, the weeds just end up withering, dying, and going away, and finding a place that works for them where they don't celebrate growth and learning, they don't celebrate improvements, they don't praise and teach and train and grow their people. And I'm going to give you another little bonus tip, actually. Growing people, if you make that your number one priority as a leader, watch your business explode. It's insane. Growing people, number one, because what happens then is they really embrace TDI, right? And they make tiny improvements all day long, every day. And some of them will make 10 a day, 20 a day. And then as a result of that, your service and your quality just gets better and better and better and better and better, right? Forever. Because it's like a positive loop, right? It's, in the lean world, you talk about PDCA, which is plan, do, check, act, and you just get better and better and better. It's like an upwards kind of vortex. So it starts off narrow and just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, is it a whirlwind, or what do you call those things that go up? Anyway, whatever they are. I'm running out of room on my board, but let's see if you can see this like this, right? And it just gets better and better and better because your people learn more, grow more customers, all the things. Everything just gets better. If you apply what I've shared in this video consistently, every single day, you'll start seeing meaningful changes, like crazy changes within a week, right? Within a few days. I remember, here's a cool story. The first day we implemented this in our business, the first week, we got 12 hours of process time eliminated in one of our factories. Like, that's crazy. 12 hours, gone. And it was just because people started to look at things in a fresh way. They understood transportation is a waste, motion is a waste, waiting time is a waste, all these things. And they were like stripping all these things out of the process. Bam, 12 hours. That was crazy, right? I didn't even ask for that. We were just asking for 2 seconds. We got 12 hours. It was crazy. So get into that. And we see it happening every day in the business gym. We're now at 100, which is our online business coaching program. There's 3 levels: standard, premium, VIP. And in there we now have 149 members as of today. It's just growing like crazy. And every day in the community, in the chat, we see wins just pouring in from the TDI culture, from our sales success system, from our marketing magic system, from our time management mastery system, from our GYB system, gamify your business system, all these amazing systems. So basically in the business gym, we back all of this with in-depth training and ongoing support. You get direct guidance from myself and our top coaches and our online course and training as you work to improve your business. It's just so awesome. And the feedback is so positive, right? We just keep getting more and more 5-star reviews on Google. You can check them out. We've got I think nearly 50 success story videos now, plus hundreds of others that don't like sharing their stories on video. And so we would love to have you in there. So members just love the clarity and the momentum and the support. We have 7 success levers that we pull inside the business gym. It's amazing. Accountability, training, tools, resources, community. What's the other one? Gamification and support. Did I say that? Anyway, they're all spinning around in my head, but there's 7 success levers that we give you inside that business gym program. So we'd love to have you in there. If you'd like to join us, click the first link in the description below to learn more. And that's it for today's video, but we would love to help you compress time and kick goals, because remember, you don't know what you don't know. And that's the fatal mistake most business owners make, is that they don't even know what they don't even know, and they don't accept that, or they don't even realize that. And so they just keep doing the same old stuff, keep trying to learn, and through bitter experience and expensive experience, they do learn some lessons, but we can help you compress time. We've packed 23 years of learning and how we generated $150 million of sales in just 10 years, how we created this world-class TDI culture in this was just 4 or 5 years, and we can compress time. These are all the lessons, all the things we wish we knew 23 years ago, right? So we can help you with all of that. So that's it for today's video. I'll see you in the next one. If you love the video, please give it a like, share it, chuck some comments in there, and give us a Google review. We'd really appreciate that. And you never know, your review, your success story might help some other entrepreneur or business owner who is drowning, struggling, not having any time with their family, stuck in the chaos, and you might help to lift them right out of that just by sharing your story or by sharing this video. So thanks again for watching. I hope you got tons of value. Drop your comments below and join us in the business gym. We'd love to serve you there, help you get crazy results. Chat soon.